talk show with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show. We are here live, and I'm here live. I've been gone because I've been in the hospital, but so now I'm here live. I'm so glad to be alive. Anyway, and we have a very interesting guest for you today, and we couldn't have that if it wasn't for our sponsor, the Wootton Financial Group. We love sponsors. I don't know if you have to deal with sponsors, guests, but we love sponsors here. And if you want to be a sponsor, you can always call Richard, right? Just call Richard. He'll take care of everything. He'll do everything you need done. And it's so easy. And there's nothing to be nervous about. I mean, if he lets me on, you know that you probably feel like you can get on. So anyway, we do have sponsorships of affordable prices. It's not like going to the grocery store. You can afford this, right, Richard?
Well, we're a 501c3, Cindy, so
yeah, that means we're nonprofit.
We have donations and sponsorships available to the public,
right,
to support local community radio television,
right. And HEB, we're talking to you.
And again, the baseline is the City Conquer show. If she can have a show, you can have a show.
I know. I'm such a great example for you to give to anybody and say, look, you're afraid to be on the show? Go to the Cindy Cochran Show on YouTube.
All we require is you know how to get here.
On time.
On time.
That's all.
Well, relatively on time. I think the latest we ever started a show was at like 2:30. And I'm like, all right, you got 30 minutes.
That's not true. I've never been 30 minutes late.
I think we've been there. Of all the years of the Cindy Cochran show.
Did I say, I think I did. I think I was pretty late.
Here we go.
I said, hey, could you let me just go ahead and start, and I'll be on the phone. And
yeah, I was definitely going to do that.
It'll be like yeah.
I think one of my favorite ones was one of the horticulture guys from AgriLife, Texas A&M AgriLife. He was on the road, and he calls me, and he's like, hey, I'm in El Paso. I didn't realize we were doing a show today, but I can pull over and call in and do the whole show by the side of the road in El Paso. And I was like, I don't know about that. You know?
At least I was still driving, which is very dangerous. Like, just go ahead and put me on. But it's always I'm late when I have guests that's going to give me a hard time about, like Bob Smiley and anybody that would just love some fodder to be able to let me have it. Richard has plenty stored. I think he has a whole, website of here's what Cindy's done and said, and she shouldn't have said.
Well, it's fascinating what you do.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes.
I'm fascinating. Yeah. Anyway, now our guest is fascinating.
Well, there was one time where you showed up to the front door. You're about to come in, but then you just turned around and walked off, and you were gone for about 7 minutes. and I found out you were just talking to somebody outside in City Hall, and I was like, I remember coming out, I was like, Cindy, your show started 7 minutes ago. And she's like, oh, I just ran into this person and I wanted to talk to them.
Well, it was important. I was trying to get him on to be on the show next week. You have to do that, because I don't have a assistant producer to.
I try to help you so much, Cindy, every day. I talk to you every day.
Yes, you do. All right, I talk to you.
I'll send the therapy bill.
You'll send the therapy bill. Now let's talk about who listens to who the most.
Okay.
And I don't want to get into details because it's not professional. But anyway, okay.
Well, who's our guest today, Cindy?
Well, I'm trying to get through the sponsor part.
Wootton Financial, great place. There's links in below. There you go.
Well,
we got it. Shout out to
He'll take care of your retirement. He'll take care of you and your money. He'll take care of the retirement. I'm not promising anything. I'm just saying this is what he claims he does, and he does it. He did it for us. I wouldn't ever suggest someone to you guys and try and sell you on something if I hadn't used that myself. You wonder about that when you watch a commercial television and they go, hey, and they start talking about it, and you wonder if they used it themselves. I wouldn't be sitting here as rich as I am today. I'm kidding.
Well, there's two outcomes to financial advisors.
What?
They either retire or get arrested.
That is not true. Oh, I hope he wasn't listening. I'm sorry that he.
Well, he either does a good job, or she does a good job, or she gets arrested.
Yeah, that's not true with Chris Wootton though.
He hasn't gotten arrested yet, has he?
He's been around 21 years.
Yeah,
he hasn't been arrested yet. For crying out loud, stop it! He's being bad.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, you better say that.
One thing I like about Chris is he's local. So if you're local and you want to be able to talk to somebody,
right? Yeah,
I feel like every institution that you work with is going to go to like auto chat on your phone.
Yes,
everything.
I know.
I think I might do that for you, Cindy. I'll be like, hey, Cindy, here's my new phone number. And it's just a robot texting you the whole time.
What I do is when I get calls and I say, I don't recognize this phone number. So I pick up the phone and I just sit there and I wait for them to say something so I'll know that if it's a recording or not. And they finally go, I'm glad you're having a good day. So what I'm going to talk about is, I know that I hang up on them. I said, I don't talk to robots. But I do.
You tell them that? You tell the robot you don't talk to robots?
I talk to them, yeah. I hope they record that back. They go like, what did this lady say? I love when they go, and now we're going to put you on, and you're going to do a survey, and we want you to answer these questions.
Yeah.
So the robot starts asking the questions. So you can say anything you want to say. It's just, and they want to prove that you're not a robot. And when that comes on, I just stop whatever business I was going to do with this place. They want to prove that I'm not a robot. I'm sorry.
That's why I don't believe anything that has polls involved. It's like, we did a poll. I'm like, no, you didn't. No one answered that.
It doesn't mean that doesn't reflect our listenership, though, right?
Well, I mean, like if we did a poll of your listenership, I'm like, no, it didn't. They didn't answer the phone. They said, I don't want to talk to a robot.
Well, but you could sit in about 10 minutes, call all our people, our listeners. We have
would y'all consider a more accurate poll if it included like did not want to respond? And they do like, This is who they voted. Like, this is what we asked. We voted. Who they vote for? And like the giant bar at the bottom did not want to respond. Yeah,
I'm sure people love that. No, people they always say, would you mind doing a little survey after the end of our conversation? Not at all. Go ahead, because I don't want them to, take my paper or whatever I did and throw it in the trash because they want you to. They want you to do the surveys and tell them how great.
See, I don't mind doing that because you're talking to somebody who's actually performing a service for you.
Yes, but
if you get blind called and it's like, oh, what do you think of oranges from Florida? And I'll be like, I don't care. Bye.
It's terrible. And Huffines, Don, quit calling me. Quit calling. Don Huffines is running for something, and
see, I never get those phone calls.
You don't?
No.
Oh man. So, I know, and
the most irritating ones recently is apparently they got me on a list for taking PPP loans, and I'm like, we didn't take any loans out. We're a nonprofit. Like, we didn't have any employees. That's all I get. Like I would say about 70% of my incoming phone calls are people like, hey, we saw that you did it. I'm like, oh, you did? Tell me where you found that information out, because it's someone
Yeah.
pretending to be me.
See, well, he didn't pay me enough, so I have to do stuff like that to get some money from him. Okay. Anyway, we have a great, interesting guest today.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And she's as sweet as she can be. No pun intended. This is ScratchBySarah. Now, we talked to you yesterday. I said that phrase, I made this from scratch, has gone away. I don't think anybody says that anymore. So when they say, like, I made the pasta, we did all this, and we did it all from scratch, and I don't think that's true. Because I buy everything that's already cut up, already made for you, and all you have to do is just find scissors and cut and put it together. And that's what I think is great. Whoever came up with that idea, that was smart, because they realized how lazy people are. They quit cooking, so they had to make it really easy. So today we have with us Sarah Lowitzer. Is that as
I like
close?
that. I like how you rolled it.
Did I?
You kind of like, Lowitzer.
Lowitzer.
So I could get it.
It's like, tell me what to compare it to.
Like howitzer,
Howitzer?
spelled like howitzer, but Lowitzer.
Lowitzer. Lowitzer. Okay. And I know how to spell it. I just don't know how to say it. Okay, Sarah. I'm so glad your first name's Sarah. Thank you
Easy,
for having
right?
that name. Yes, I got that right. That's good. But Sarah supplies all the sweets, pastries that we have around Conroe and in Montgomery County and Willis. You do Willis as well, right? Because
that's
you're
where we're
from
based.
Willis.
Yep.
Yes, that's the home. That's where I'm from. And so I heard about her. There's some people, like, it was so funny. I called one person, and I said, and I'm looking for interesting people and have businesses in Willis. And I put down the phone, and about 10 minutes, like, two of y'all called, and we talked to them, and we've had them on the show already. And so it's been great. I love knowing who the businesses are, and I've seen a couple new things that have opened up, and you want to go in and talk to them and say, how would you like to put your business on? And they go like, I have to call the corporate office. And I go, no. So Sarah's the one that's named after her, and so she has all the authority to say whatever she wants to say. Okay, so now you supply the pastries to these people, right? And you have your own employees in there, and so Sarah by Scratch is in these different places. So can you name how many places that you're in, or is that too many?
We're just in Blue Willow. So we're inside of Blue Willow Coffee in Willis at 75 and 1097. We run a pop-up shop in there several days a week. We do a lot of breakfast bakes in there, like cinnamon rolls and streusel bars. And then that's kind of a side venture of our business. And then our main business, we're most known for our custom cakes and cupcakes and cookies and brownies and all that good stuff.
Now, are these your own recipes? Are these your family's recipe? Or
Yep. A lot of it is my own, but what isn't is family. And so that goes back to my grandmother and my mom. Taught me how to bake. My mom taught me how to bake very early on. My grandma was a big baker. And so it runs in the family. My 4-H project when I was in middle school was a blueberry pie. Everybody else was showing livestock, and I showed a pie. And I got a blue ribbon for it.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so a lot of it is
Smart.
family secret recipes, and I've been able to bring a lot of the things that I enjoyed as a child growing up in Iowa down here. So a lot of Midwest stuff that Texas doesn't know what it is yet.
What?
And
Like
so
what?
That's been great. Puppy chow, which a lot
Yeah.
of people here call it like Muddy Buddies, but we have a little twist on it. And then scotcheroos,
Never heard of that.
like the peanut butter, kind of like the Rice Krispie treats with chocolate on them, but there's a twist to that too.
Okay, that's secret, right?
It's secret.
Okay.
But yeah, just Iowa stuff. I've really enjoyed bringing that to the community, and people are loving that, so that's been fun.
Now, Iowa. Is Iowa the one that the corn is known for corn?
Yes.
I got got something right. I researched this so well today. Okay, so do you do anything to reflect your national is it called like the national food there?
My Iowananian.
Yes, your Iowa. Oh my word,
That's pretty great.
Iowananian.
That sounds like a good chocolate bar.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the stuff I do is kind of the names of them are traced back, and then my license plate on my truck gives homage to where I'm from.
You do,
Well, I don't want to shout out my license plate to the public, but yeah.
Well, yeah. There's no, as long as the Texans, when they pass, you don't do anything rude.
Right.
Just wave, smile and wave, boys. Just smile and wave. Well, I want to know if you. I already found out because I'm diabetic, and I asked her if she does any sugar-free stuff. And, it's probably pretty stupid to have a pastry shop and all the sweets, and I'm going to do sugar-free stuff. Now, do people ask you that? Do they ask you if you have any sugar-free?
We get some of the sugar-free, gluten-free, but that is such a niche market, and you really have to be in that avenue to be profitable with it because it's very expensive to operate with those ingredients. They're very specific. You don't want to do cross-contamination and stuff like that. So it's just not something we get enough requests for to dabble in yet.
Okay. All right.
Plus, who wants to eat that crap?
Exactly. I didn't want to
gotta
say it, but he did.
Well, if you're buying something made by scratch, I'm like, just give me the whole thing. Just give me the badness.
I just found sugar-free brownies. There was one box on the H-E-B shelf. It was all by itself. It was way over in the corner in the dark. There wasn't even a light there shining on it. And I went, what could that taste like? So we got it, and it was good. It was too good. It made me feel like something wrong. I don't think it's probably aspartame way down here. And it's like the stuff that'll kill you. Isn't that right? Isn't aspartame that's the bad stuff?
Sounds bad.
It's back in the spotlight again for being a possible carcinogen, but it's in a lot of diet stuff.
I think they try to call it alcohol sugar. What is alcohol sugar?
Sugar alcohol is different than aspartame, but that's in a lot of like the sugar-free candies and stuff.
Yeah. But it says sugar alcohol. What does it make you drunk, or does it make you? It's the alcohol.
That's what I love about you, Cindy. It's like, I can't have Coke, but Diet Coke, I can have that all day.
That's right. That's right.
We don't even know what's in it.
No.
It just can't be sugar.
Yeah.
No. Oh. I
Uh-oh.
left it down in the car.
Oh, your soda?
No, I got the Dr. Pepper's come out with a sugar-free, zero sugar strawberry cream, and it tastes like an emulsified strawberry cake. And so I kept telling him about it, and I wanted to bring it up and so that he could taste it and see what it's like. And I thought this would be a perfect time. We're talking about sweets and stuff like this. And this tastes like you couldn't even believe doesn't have sugar, full of sugar. And so usually,
you know what it tastes like that does have sugar, Cindy?
What?
This delicious strawberry streusel
Well,
bar.
we're coming to you right now. See, he reads my mind. No. So anyway, so Sarah knew I couldn't have any. So she brought these two samples for us to taste, and Richard so sweetly decided to be the person.
Oh, easy.
And you should have got
Easy
us one
decision.
that hadn't been eaten on those, Sarah. Look at that.
I want to show it to the people. This is what I ate some of it already, and it was very good. It's right
you
there.
probably didn't waterfall it, did you?
I don't know
Do you know what
I have
waterfall
no
means?
idea what that means.
It's kids say, "Here."
And
I
also
want
have a
drink of your-"
blueberry muffin bar.
And they just, and you showed them the blueberry muffin.
Yeah, it was very good. Both of them were good. I would say I like strawberries are my favorite fruit. So
Okay,
that's
well, take a
definitely.
bite of it on air. You got a good camera on you?
Yeah, I got the best camera on me. I mean, I love the sides of it. You can see the strawberry. Let's zoom in on it. Let's see.
He's a one-man band, right? He's like,
Oh no. We'll just zoom in on my face.
take a bite of it. This is so great. Okay, drum roll, please.
Well, I've already eaten it. It says very good.
Well, I mean, but But so they know that you have to be full transparency on streaming
good.
radio. Now, the people who are just listening to us on the radio may not get it.
Very
but
moist. I like that.
That you want to start every
Fresh.
morning with it. Now, so in the Blue Willow thing, you're there every day, every morning.
Usually Wednesday through Sunday. Right now they're open Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
We're there most of the time. Most days we're there.
And so you have your stuff. Now, you've cooked this at home, right?
Yes.
And then can you bring it up there?
Yes.
And it's in warmers, or what do you?
No. We do store it in a refrigerator. Simply for customer ease, it's not required. Our
Yeah.
food does not require temperature control, which is a cottage law as well. We can't make anything that requires temperature control. Yeah. But, so the
go home
frostings
and
aren't melty and stuff when the customers want to leave with them, and
Yeah.
it just helps keep everything together a little
Sure.
bit nicer for their drive home.
And so you tell them, okay, put it in the microwave for 1 minute. How long do you tell? I want to know that.
The girls at the shop will warm it for them if they want to eat it there. They have a microwave and they will offer that, but it only takes like 5 or 10 seconds.
5 or 10 seconds.
that's it.
You know, people. I always thought you had to be like a minute, but that takes all the
That'll melt it.
moisture
Yeah.
out of whatever it is, and it's gone. So really, like 5 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's now you know how long to put your pastry in that you get from ScratchBySarah. Now tell me one more time how many days you're in Blue Willow?
Blue Willow, right now their hours are Wednesday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 2, and then Saturday and Sunday 8 a.m. to 2.
Oh, good. Okay. So Sunday we can go by there and take it to church. So bad. But I wonder if you have people, because that place has gotten kind of an overhaul, the painting and all the stuff that they do in the downtown. And really, downtown Willis, you don't blink on that main 75 road. But if you're on 75 because 45 is backed up, then that's the place to go. Go down 75 and you're going to, there's all the buildings. There's the place is that still a grocery store at the corner?
I don't think it is anymore.
Okay. That was a scary grocery store when we moved there. So I kept saying, wait, that's still there? Because you wonder about, like, now how often do you change the steaks out and the meat out and that roast there? How long has that roast been there? No, but it was the most interesting store to go to because you feel like you're in a history place. And it's right across from the we call it the Yellow House.
Yep, Super Burger is back there too.
Super Burger is across the street right there on the corner. And that place has been there, since we moved in. And I don't think they changed the recipe. Those burgers are just...
They are good.
Yeah. They're greasy. So once you eat the greasy burgers, then walk down and go to Blue Willow. It's like 4 stores down.
It's on the end of what the butterfly mural on the building is Blue Willow.
Yeah. And so you can go in there and get your pastry and coffee.
A great drink.
And a drink.
And they do have more than coffee. For anyone that doesn't like caffeine or want caffeine or they want to bring the kids, they have something for everybody.
I bet you I could go in there and get a sugar-free drink.
Yes,
right?
you can.
And then eat the pastry.
Yep.
And wash it down with the sugar-free.
It's all about balance.
It's all about balance of pastries. Yes, that's what we want. No, but the thing about it is not everything is done in where you just eat one pastry a week if you're diabetic. No, the doctor told me, he said, yeah, you can have a hamburger once, maybe one a month. No, one a week. You can have a hamburger one a week. That just drives me crazy. So I said, tell me what I can eat the most of. Like, what can I just sit and just eat? And it's nothing, of course, no sweets, but salads. I said, so I can have as much salad as I want? Yes, and you can have as much salad as you want. But I don't think they understood the volume I was talking about. Because I'm not losing any weight. I'm just eating salads. And
Yeah, right.
no, it's all
I know you.
No, I'm eating.
You're always on the go, and you're like, oh, this looks good. I'll just eat this cookie.
No.
It says sugar-free, though.
No, you drive through, and I say, I want a bunless hamburger. They go, "You want a what?" I said, "A bunless hamburger." "Are you saying you don't want the bun?" "That's right, a bunless hamburger." "Okay." And they make it, and they don't put the,
I like how she said that as a surprise.
and they make it.
Can you believe it?
You never.
Well,
never
I
know.
want to let people know I put the website for ScratchBySarah.com
Oh my word!
in the
that
link,
picture.
and I'm going to show some. If you're on the YouTube, Facebook, here's some pictures. She does cupcake orders. Look at this cake. Look at that cake. That's cool.
Yes.
So you do custom cakes, you do cupcakes, you also do, what I'm looking at. What I just ate, that's available at Blue Willow.
Yep, it's also available in bulk order.
Yeah.
So you can buy like the whole tray. You can order a whole tray at a time.
whole
but
tray
if
of
you want
streusel.
one thing, got to go to Blue Willow to get it.
Okay.
Yep.
That makes more sense to me.
Okay.
Because I was like, I don't know if I want a whole cake.
Yep.
Because that cake looks really big. And I'm like, I don't want the whole thing.
That's from scratch too. I've never seen a cake
But
like
we
that.
also have that one. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, turn me away. Oh, that looks so good.
I think it
But
looks
people
pretty.
have got to say, I can't cut this. I can't. This is a piece of work of art. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my
If
goodness.
people are listening, we're showing cakes from Scratch by Sarah.
Yeah, we're not talking about Richard's wardrobe. Okay. Oh, look.
Thank you.
Now, did you come up with that design?
Yeah.
Oh, good
Yep.
grief. Oh, that's got to be very popular. The unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every 6-year-old child,
Yep.
girl. Oh,
There we go. We're done. I don't want to.
oh.
I don't want to do this anymore.
And donuts. I want donuts on top of my cake. That's what I want. And, oh,
Oh, we're not showing that anymore, Cindy. They can see more at scratchbysarah.com.
okay.
Or you have a TikTok, and I believe
I have,
Facebook.
yep,
and
Facebook, Instagram. We are on TikTok as well.
and
TikTok.
and your website, you can order pretty much anything in bulk, it looks like.
Yep. Yeah, you can order through our Facebook,
Yeah.
our website, or by email.
Okay.
And if you order something from you, how do they? Are you mailing it? You're like,
Most people come pick it up.
Okay.
We do offer delivery. It just isn't available with our schedule.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, but they can come pick it up.
Yep.
And where would they come? It's okay to say that.
Oh, we're outside of Willis, off of FM 2432.
Okay. Okay. Cool. She's right down the street from me. I just,
This whole concept, Cindy, is brand new, as you can tell. She doesn't really
I
understand.
don't get out much, you see, and I don't call, and I don't order stuff on.
Oh,
don't
I
order
did
stuff
notice
online.
you don't do any pies?
Not too much. A lot of that is
'Cause when you said
a lot
blueberry
of them
pie-
require refrigeration, so a lot of them are hands off.
Oh, okay.
I do make pumpkin pie at the holidays for like my family and
Yeah.
stuff, but I just leave the pies to the professionals.
I don't know if I've had a blueberry pie in, 20 years.
they don't make blueberry pie. I mean,
It's
I'll
not
tell you
the
where you
it's
can
not the popular one.
I'll tell you where you can get it. Is it
Pie in the sky.
no. But I mean, yes, but Golden Corral has the
Wow,
best.
big. I like where we went with that one.
That was a big
Oh,
leap.
Pie in the Sky. It's a really great place, and it's literally in the name of the restaurant or the bakery or whatever you want to call it. Oh no, Golden Corral. That's where you get the best pie.
No, because it tastes like Aunt Noni made it for the church social. That
Yeah,
kind.
because they
Oh.
they use a lot of Crisco.
No, but it's so good, and because sometimes the pies in those pie shops are they're too much crust or too much. It's
Oh,
not
they're actual
too much.
pies.
No, the crust takes over the taste of it. But Aunt Noni's usually just give you that little crust in it, and just like little. Oh, it's so good.
I feel
Oh
like
my
I feel like Cindy has to be revived every time you go to Golden Corral. She loads up on all the drugs. She's like, "I'm good. Give me the heartburn. Give me the heartburn medication. Give me the tummy
I got my
medication.
insulin right here.
Got
Just
my
go
insulin.
on,
Get my
fill up that plate."
EpiPen.
Yeah.
Make sure I'm not allergic to anything. Like I'm ready to go."
No, this will.
I bet you when you walk in, they start a timer. Because it might be a buffet, but for Cindy, it's like you got 2 hours, Cindy.
You've been in 2 hours.
you-
Get out.
you can
Get
only
out.
be-
No, it's true. What I hate is because you get behind some people and you go like, "Oh, please don't take the last of that." But
Well,
I love
you mean they won't make
buffets.
any more there?
Well, it'll take him a while to do it. I have to sell him. I know Kirk, so be
That's
careful.
funny.
He's the
I like
general
Kirk.
manager.
I like Kirk.
I have I've got a picture. I'm going to have him see how what a loyal person and listener he is, and see if he'll put it up on. He has a big part of his wall that has all the pictures of different people that are famous to him, and
And you want to be on that wall.
I want to be on that wall. I think I deserve it. I've been waiting for Kroger to name an aisle after me because I shop there so much, but they haven't done that. So I thought maybe I'll go to Golden Corral. But I love it. Your website is great. I mean, I thought I was going to have to take some insulin to watch the rest of it, but it was so, oh my goodness, and it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Everything is really
You
pretty.
can tell you're talented.
Thank you.
Very, very talented.
I made cake pops last night for the first time for my niece's birthday.
You made
It
cake
was
pops?
terrible.
Did they hold together?
Well, no, I mean, they tasted great. It was just like they weren't uniformed. So it kind of just looked like I sneezed on them, you know? And it's just they weren't, not every part of the ball had icing on it. And it
But that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's like the caramel apples. You hate. It needs to be fully carameled. It's not that thin. It has to be. Oh, I'm just my
what's wrong with you?
no because. Don't you?
Or
whenever
is this
you-
an old conversation? Like an old person conversation?
No, whenever you talk about certain foods or things you can't have,
What are you
you
talking
can't have.
Is
I
your-
can't have any of this sweet stuff. But we're talking about it, and so my mouth starts sending all the enzymes it should have in my mouth whenever I start eating this.
She just eats sand. That's all she eats. No, okay, let's talk about cupcakes. It looks like that's kind of your specialty, but outside of cakes.
Yeah.
With design and like inquiries, if I have a design idea, you'll kind of like help with that? Or is it more like, no, this is what you get?
Nope. So we are fully custom. So if you come to me and you
Look at
want
that.
some crazy flavor and you want that cupcake blue and you want purple icing and you want a zebra on it, it doesn't matter. We can do almost anything.
Yeah.
As long as it's within the law and within my
So we can
realm of talent.
let's make a cake or a cupcake design with Cindy's face eating a cupcake.
We could do that.
Eating the same cupcake.
Eating the
that's
same
on there.
cupcake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cupcakes is where we actually started.
Uh-huh.
Before we kind of rebranded, after we were in it a while, we were actually called a bakery and cupcakery. So we did a lot of cupcakes, and then the cakes took off and took over.
Well, now did people come to you?
Well,
a
clearly
lot?
the cakes look amazing. They look amazing.
Do you have anybody come and say, "I want this picture on the cake"?
Oh, yeah.
Of a person.
Yeah.
How do they do that? How do you put the picture on?
They just call it an edible image. It's printed with edible, like vegetable ink on like a frosting sheet. And once you
Buy it.
put them together, it kind of melts into the frosting and stays.
That
So
is
you can use a
awesome.
printer.
You need that kind of printer.
Yeah,
mean?
you have to have an
Oh.
edible
Yeah.
printer.
Do y'all do that? Mm-hmm. You do that.
Yep.
No, I want it to be more creative though. I want it to be like a chocolate version of your face. I don't want a printed version. I want like the cupcakes make your face.
Oh.
That's
like-
how I want it, so I can eat it.
Yeah,
I
then they
can
can
eat your
be like-
face while you're eating a cupcake. The face that's eating the cupcake.
That's really gross and very creepy. I gotta say.
Well, it's the whole point of the party. You know, if we're getting together, we're gonna have to have like a cool reason to get together. It's going to eat your face.
Well, that's so cool. That will bring everybody in.
Well, that's one thing I love about going to birthday parties. Is like when someone spends the time doing something like what she makes, Sarah makes. It's like, okay, they really cared about this party.
Yeah.
That's how I judge people. If their sweets are like actually well made. I'm like, okay, they care. They care that someone's here to celebrate.
Don't you hate to cut into something like that? That's just. It's.
Oh
they're
yeah,
gorgeous.
because 9 times out of 10 it doesn't taste good.
But
That is true. A lot of
Like
a lot
cupcakes,
of-
I can
yeah.
do. Actually, what's funny about me, I don't really like icing on my cupcakes. I like icing inside
We do that.
because there's too much icing on
Yeah.
the cupcake.
Right.
So it's like, all right, I'd rather just have a little bit, well-rounded bites.
And do you know what? You have to be very careful about using red icing on cupcakes when you feed them to kindergartners at their party, because a lot of them.
Don't tell me. Is this a bathroom joke?
It's not a bathroom joke.
Okay.
It's a regurgitation joke. It's not a joke. It's really.
So they start throwing up?
Immediately. I mean, they ate it, and then they started throwing.
So they're bad cupcakes. That's what it sounds like to me.
And then it looked like the guy's throwing up
No,
blood.
I get you.
It's terrible. I hope y'all are finished with lunch out there, but it is really. You have to be careful about that dye. That dye really is bad. And a lot of people react badly to it. Mm-hmm. Do you have to tell people now that we have peanut oil, or you have to do that kind of stuff with people?
Actually, our labeling requires us to state that it contains allergens.
Right.
All of the ones that are required by the state. So, and he'll see that on there.
Yeah,
so we put that on
this one has eggs, nuts, soy, peanuts, milk, and or wheat. But you know what's really great about all that?
It's all
I'm not allergic to any of that.
Any of that. Okay. Whew, good. Oh, I'm so glad to see this.
You know
all
what?
these
You know what? I'm strangely allergic to.
What?
You ever seen those things in Texas now? It's like marijuana plant thingies, like hemp and stuff like that. You can buy like gummies with CBD oils and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to like CBD oil.
I am so glad.
I found that out.
We were weird enough as it was.
No, like regular
Sure.
CBD, like you put on for like ailments. Like I'm allergic to it.
You're the cream.
Yeah, all that stuff. I was like, I go, man, what is happening to my body right now? I'm like blowing up. And it's like, oh yeah, you're allergic. I found out it's some type of oil that all those products use, even like the THC ones too. They're like, don't ever do that. And I was like, I didn't plan on it, but I will not do that.
And you have to be very careful, especially nowadays, because they probably at your age doing stuff like that and not telling.
Like heroin.
Yeah, the people that are coming over.
Yeah.
Say,
I need to test my drugs before I take them.
Yes, you should. You know, one time he told us.
What are you?
He said, "Here's the deal, is that if you go out and drink,
Oh my god.
if you drink one beer, then you have to drink 8 ounces of water, and you won't get drunk."
See, I never said 8 ounces.
Huh?
I didn't say 8 ounces. I just you need to drink water.
I thought it was like a glass.
Everyone's
of water.
different.
Okay, but the water is the thing, right? How much water you
Yeah.
drink?
Because when you drink alcohol, it dehydrates you.
Right.
So you have to drink water.
But it had to be a certain amount of water to offset.
Depending on how big you are and how you process alcohol.
Okay, forget I said
Everyone's
anything.
different.
Just forget it. Forget it.
Kind of like
I
sugar
hope
with
you.
you.
Get drunk
like
and fall over. What?
like kind of like with sugar with you, you need to eat a cupcake, not just lick the icing to cause a problem for you, right? You can't just like you don't eat the whole cake and then you actually have a problem.
Yeah.
So if you eat one cupcake, you're fine.
I'm usually. I usually can't tell that my blood sugar is shot up to 350.
You want to test it?
I may stumble out the door, but other than that, it's fine. I'm sorry, we didn't mean to get you into all this, but you just you have to go through the wheeze with us.
Yeah.
What?
Well, one thing I will say is your cupcakes and everything look really good. If they taste anything like I've just eaten today, they're going to be good.
Thank you.
Because these are very good.
That's one thing that we've kind of built our business around is we've had a lot of customers come to us and say, you know, I want to use the U this year. We had this other baker. It looked great, tasted horrible. It's usually one or the other. But if you check out our Facebook page and read some customer reviews, you will see that our product tastes just as good as it looks.
Richard, now you're committed now. You have to do a customer review. And no, maybe you don't want Richard to do it. Maybe you want me to just
No,
do
my
it.
reviews are really bad. It's like I didn't get sick. Happy
Didn't
face.
throw up red
Happy
dye.
face.
Great. That's great. Okay, so
I bit my finger. It was so good.
okay. Anyway, so people could drive from Houston and still get your stuff, and you'll let them, even though you find out they're from Houston, you'll let them get it, right?
We have had our products go as far as San Antonio and Tennessee, actually.
Wow.
We had a German chocolate cake go to Tennessee back in February. And they just,
A German chocolate
yep,
cake.
they just brought a cooler.
I bet it was so good too, Cindy.
They leave with instructions on how, and it's fully refrigerated when they leave. So if anybody's listening, you don't have to freak out. It's gonna be okay. That cake is solid when it leaves our hands and goes with you. So yeah, we've never had anybody really have a problem, and they get instructions and how to get it there in one piece.
Why is it called a German chocolate cake?
Because the chocolate that you use to make it
Oh,
was developed by a man whose last name was Baker, and he made Baker's German chocolate. It's not actually from Germany.
Oh,
Because I was like, coconuts are nowhere near Germany.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of people think it's a German thing, but it's actually the man that invented the chocolate for it. That his last name was Baker.
Because you can buy those chocolates, right, at the store. That's what's in the baker section.
Yep.
Literally baker chocolate.
Yep.
That's a little too convenient.
I know, right?
have you ever had German chocolate?
Yeah, I've made it before.
Oh, you made it before?
Yeah, it's my dad's favorite cake.
That's my dad's favorite cake too, and my husband's
It's such a
favorite cake.
dad cake.
Oh,
I hate coconut.
what did you do?
It just the texture gets me. I'm like, this is gross. I'd rather be eating like someone's face that's on a cupcake or something.
That's Richard. That's terrible. But whenever you have that party, because we need to do a,
Here we go. Here it comes.
the Cindy Cochran Show cake that has the picture on that and a picture of Richard that you can take a chunk out of it.
You know what
and
we
just,
need? Richard needs a smash cake. That's what
Those are real
Smash cake.
cakes? You smash your face in?
Yeah.
Oh,
We do them for, a lot of people do them for their 1-year-old's party,
Yeah.
but we do adult smash
What's the
cakes,
difference
too.
between a smash cake and a cake?
It's small and they literally stick their hands in it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
It's really not. It's not really a cake, is it? It's got.
yeah.
Oh, you've made the cake.
It's just not.
Yeah.
It's just not like you're wasting a lot of it.
Okay,
It's a
because I thought
small-
it was
it's
like
very
a cool
small.
whip. Oh,
Yeah, but it's real.
I kind of want to get one of those for my friend's birthday party coming up.
a smash cake.
Yeah, because they'll be like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's a smash cake."
Just smell it. Just go and put it up his nose. That would be fun. Be sure and take video of that. Richard is so adventurous and so creative. You just never know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun. Okay. Anyway, so
Well,
If you go-
I got a question for her because
I was in the
your
middle of-
questions are stupid.
he talks
And-
over me all the time.
So my important question is you have your baked goods at the coffee shop, and then the bigger items are made to order.
Yeah.
So we contact you if I want a dozen cupcakes.
Yep. So-
you don't just have them laying around.
Right. Everything is custom made, fresh to order.
Okay.
That's all we do is custom orders, except for the leg of what we do for the coffee shop. That's baked fresh every day. But everything else that we do is 100% custom order. So it's not made until they order it.
Man, I bet the kids and all that can't wait for Aunt Sarah to get to Thanksgiving, the Christmas party.
Yeah.
Because do you ever cook stuff, wrap it up, and you give them that, your Christmas presents or your
Like bake for as their gift?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love doing that. I
Okay.
love baking for my friends and family.
Well, see, so I think a lot of people would order that. Like, I want a dozen of your best, What makes your chocolate chip cookies different than anybody else's?
Oh man, they're just so good.
Oh,
Well, the chocolate that we use is secret.
yeah.
There's two secret ingredients in there actually.
Oh.
But people love our cookies. But if you like the cookie that's got a little bit of a crisp edge, but it's nice and fluffy and soft in the middle, that's ours.
That's yours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, how do you know when to stop and bring them out of the oven? That's just
Practice.
because you're putting a lot of stuff in there. It's not just the dough.
Yeah, it's a science. Baking is
It's
very
a
much a science.
It is.
Yes.
All right. What's your favorite type of oven?
Probably the one I have right now is a KitchenAid.
Okay. What style is it?
It's a gas oven.
Okay.
Yeah, I love my KitchenAid oven.
Yeah, don't say
KitchenAid,
gas.
are you listening? I
Yeah.
love my KitchenAid oven.
But don't tell the government it's got the gas
Yeah.
stove. They'll come take it away from you.
Yep.
Oh, that's hilarious. Did you hear when they first announced that and you wondered, okay, we're gonna have to set up
Yeah.
an underground shop.
Right. Black
gonna be
market
great.
cakes.
Oh, see, that probably would really sell. People would go like, "Oh
Yeah.
yes, go to the underground market." But if you have presents that you want to give somebody and they're different but they're good, they go to your website, and that's on Facebook. It's Sarah.
Facebook's our primary. That's the best place to order. It's
Yeah.
the quickest and the easiest, and it's just ScratchBySarah on Facebook. But we do take orders through our website and email as well.
It's so cute. ScratchBySarah. And I'm sure people have to go, what is she talking about? Scratch
I do
by
get people that
Sarah.
ask, "Is it made from scratch?" And the answer is yes, always.
But see, Scratch has been known to be money, to be a lot of
Yep.
different things. So you have to.
It's kind
are
of a
you
lost
speaking a
terminology.
code? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It really is, and that's why I made it. I made it from scratch. When you hear that, you just think warm oven and
Yep.
the warm kitchen and mommy at the stove. So that's beautiful. Now, is your mom and grandma still alive?
My grandma's not. My mom is. They live in Iowa. My parents
Okay.
and my family live
She
in
must be
Iowa.
so proud of you that you've
I
taken
hope
her
so.
stuff as a business.
Yeah, she is.
Does she ever ask you to, send some stuff
I
back?
do sometimes when I can, because it's so hot.
Yeah.
I'll ship them some treats every now and then.
And she'll call you back and say that needs more sugar.
No.
She doesn't do that.
That was something that my grandma would do for sure. She was a critic for sure. But yeah, I think they enjoy everything I send up there.
Oh, well, I love to know that it's a lot of family recipes and that you're keeping them secret. Do your employees have to sign some kind of waiver when they come in?
Yeah, well, it's the legal paperwork that you have to do. Very standard.
But not anything like if you tell this to anybody, we'll have
Not
to
a non-disclosure.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, non-disclosure.
They do have one.
Oh, that's great. That makes it even. Oh, and the chocolate. Are you having to ship the chocolate in because you can't find it in Texas?
I can't say.
Oh, you can't say that. I would think that we'd have all kind of.
There's a
chocolate.
good selection here, but I can't get everything.
Oh, you can't.
No.
Okay.
No.
And you don't have any of the supply chain problems or anything like that.
A lot of the bigger places won't sell to me because I'm not a commercial kitchen. So we have to play that dance a little bit with getting things because I can't get them from not that I would want Cisco.
Yeah.
Sorry, restaurants, but we're a little bit higher end. Like the ingredients we use are more artisan.
Yes. More
good
artisan. I love
quality,
that.
Yeah.
See, that's great. Now, so if my kid's having a birthday party, how many birthday party people come to you and say, I've got to have you make a cake and some cupcakes and all that stuff? Do they ask you to design, or you want
it's
you
a
say what's your
mix.
theme?
Yeah, it's a mix. The best thing is when somebody says, this is what I need for this many people, this flavor, do whatever you want. That has been the biggest, the artistic, the donut cake that you see in the top.
Right.
When people just give you creative freedom, it is the biggest gift you can give to me. But a lot of our stuff, they have a theme in mind.
so
we don't
cool.
copy anybody else's work. So if they send pictures, they're merely for inspiration, and then we kind
Right.
of do our own thing within that.
Okay.
Within a certain limit. But a lot of people hand us a theme or they have an idea of what they want already.
That's great. Now, your best friends, when they come to you, do they? Is it difficult for them to ask for a discount, or is it they say, "Let me just give me one. I just want one taste of it."
My friends, a lot of my friends and my people in my circle are also business owners. And I
okay.
think we all have a mutual understanding that
Yes.
if you really support your friend, you would never ask for a discount. And they
Yeah,
don't.
Cindy.
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
glad, and you don't believe that either. To ask. for
No,
a
if I'm
discount.
ordering a cake, I want to pay a lot of money because I know it'll be good.
Okay, and because you don't want to make her mad or make her feel like you're.
No, I'll let her
dissing
know if
her.
the cake sucked.
You will. Okay.
I'll go on and review.
It'll be our first one.
Yeah.
See, there you. Okay, you've never had anyone say, "Don't ever order anything from this lady again."
Now I probably just jinxed it.
Well,
You
they-
can't
it-
make everybody happy. But
Well,
we
it's
have
also
been very,
scratched by Sarah, so it's kind of like you're getting an artisan food item. It's not like going to Kroger and ordering this.
We have a reputation. After this many years, we have a reputation, I think, and
Right.
our customers are very happy.
But that's so cool to know that you were here in Conroe and something like that, because that's very unique. And I think that a lot of people would love to, do you have things that they can taste, like wedding cakes, when they want to come in and they want to know what it's going to taste like before they get it? Or do you do that, or say you just
Cindy
trust
will
me?
make up a marriage to try your cakes.
I don't do tastings per se, but we just finished. We run a tasting box special once or twice a year. We just finished that, so people get a box of between 6 and 8 different flavors of cupcakes.
Oh my gosh!
And when is that?
We just finished it in June. It
Is
was in
that
June?
is that for the public, or is it just for anybody? That's,
Anybody that wants to order.
anyone
So
that
we do
wants to
have. I
order.
know I had a few brides to be in there, but anybody that wants to order and they don't want the minimum of a dozen cupcakes of one flavor, they can come and get that. And there was 6, and then there was 2 add-ons, so there could have
How
been
many
up to
cupcakes
8.
do people eat?
Yeah.
Like I'll do like one cupcake.
There's some animals out there.
I mean, I just ate this whole strudel and I'm like dying over here. I'm like, this is a little too much.
Does it hurt your stomach?
I'm not really like I like sweets, but it's not. I don't eat a lot of sweets. Like this would be my only sweet for the week. I didn't eat those
For the
cake pops.
week? Oh, you didn't?
No.
You didn't eat it?
I didn't
See,
really
'cause it
because I made
sounded-
them like these suck.
I know, but it sounded
Happy
so
birthday.
messy that I bet it was good.
Well, she helped me make that. That was kind of part of the thing. Was my niece was with me helping me do it.
Your niece helped you?
It was her birthday,
How old is she?
17.
Okay. 17?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She wanted cake.
All right, well, then she's old enough. All right, good.
Old enough for what?
To help you bake.
She can be 5 and help me bake. What are you talking about?
I was just making sure that she was old enough to be, helping you bake. That's all.
Even if she was 1, I'd make her help me bake.
He's going to argue with anything I say. I can go home and get my husband to do this. So,
What's
this
wrong?
needs
What's
to be
wrong with
mine.
having a young child help you bake? Isn't that kind of the fun thing? Having kids, like y'all get to bake together.
Yeah, right. Yes, exactly. You're so right.
Or were you traumatized when you were a child?
My mom would never. let
She
me
didn't tell you the
near
oven was
anything.
hot,
No,
and so
she
you
wouldn't-
burned yourself like 1,000 times.
No, she didn't. She didn't want anybody in there bothering her while she's doing that her thing. So I don't know how to.
I mean, I
make a
watched
cake.
my mom bake, and that's how I learned how to bake.
Aren't you? And you know how to. Really, Richard is just amazing. He knows so many.
No,
He knows just
realistically, I'm
enough
just really
about so many
cheap.
different
That's what it
things.
is. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you want cake pops for your birthday? We'll just make them.
Well, see, and he cooks, and he knows how to fix things, and he's such a mechanic.
Because I'm cheap.
And he's just an.
But see, this is like what I like
around.
about what Sarah does is you can tell there's quality behind it.
Yes,
so
you can.
to me, I'm like, and this is, I think Sam is on the same wavelength as me. He's like, you do spend money on stuff that you know is quality.
Right.
So he'll be willing to spend the money to do that.
Okay.
And that includes baked goods.
Yes, because he doesn't think he thinks I only know how to make about 3 things, and that's about it. So I've just perfected that. 3 different things that you can cook, and everybody wants you to cook that same thing when they come over because they know it's going to be consistent. And now he's given me 2 minutes. I love it. How long he talked. I'm going to start writing down.
I was
How
just
long
helping
you
you
talk.
today.
You've been a big help. No, you've been a big help because you taste tested and everything.
That's what I was trying. You told me to do it. So that's
Yeah.
why I was like, yeah, I'll talk about how good it is.
No, I'm kidding. You've got to be there. But I do want to have enough time to say thank you to our sponsor one more time, and thank you to all the first responders out there. We love you. We appreciate you, and we can't believe how brave you are to run into something while we're running away from it. So thank you, first responders. And that's, that can be a lot of different people. And I think nurses and doctors and a lot of the EMT people and all that. So we incorporate all of you, and the military, we salute you. So anyway, Sarah, thank you.
Thank you
You
for
have been
having
a
me.
joy to be here and put up with us. I can see you telling somebody you want to go be interviewed with them. Write it out, hand them the script, and then it'll be great. But thank you so much.
thank
and
you.
Just wish you all the best in what you do. And I can't wait to come down and smell what it smells like in there. Okay. All right. So see y'all Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we'll see you. And we have a great week lined up. Well, it's going to be fun next week. So see ya. Bye. Bye. I love you.
Every week, people ask the same two questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process of helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran's show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group,